In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through a wide grip bench press, and I'm going to be using a squat rack for this demo. There's one main reason why I'm using a squat rack for this, and that's because for beginners, these safety catches here are absolute gold dust. The reason for that is, if you're a beginner, and let's say you've never even done the bar before, or alternatively, you're trying new weights for the first time and you're just really skeptical, maybe you don't have a spotter, this acts as your spotter. It is your health and safety mechanism. Now, what I want you to look at on this squat rack is we've got these little pins here. So this is where the barbell goes into, and this is my safety catch. Now, the safety catch for me right now is set up just below my chest, meaning this bar is going to hit my chest and this will not come into contact with the bar. If I bring this one setting up, I then have got the luxury, if I want to, of having the barbell touch this before my chest, meaning if I get into trouble, I can slide this bar away from me and get up safely. That's really good for, let's say I'm doing a new weight, or I'm doing an amount of repetitions I've never done before, maybe I'm going to failure. This means that I can go to failure and not have to worry about being stranded with the barbell on my chest. If I wanted to move the position of these, on the new machines you've got smart locks, which means you pull the pin out and then you can move both up and down, or alternatively, if you're looking at your squat rack and you don't have that, typically they'll be slide in. So let's say, for example, this, I would slide it in and push it down, or if I wanted to take this out, I would push it up and then slide it in. So once I've got the barbell in position, how I know that's in position is when I come back, I don't want it high where I'm then going to have to bring my shoulders up to be able to come into the start position. Also don't want it too low where I'm having to do near a full repetition before I even start my exercise. So this is a nice sweet spot here for me because I don't have to use much energy to bring it up. I'm slightly above the position of these catches, and that's really important when we're done with the repetitions. So when I'm done with my repetition, I lock the arms out, I bring the arms directly back and down, and it's all of a sudden safely in those catches. Now, there's a couple of things we need to go through for the barbell bench press. Let's start from the bottom up. So feet are hip width apart, my feet are slightly behind the position of my knees, and I'm going to drive in, so I'm going to drive down with my feet into the floor, and that is going to create a slight arch in my lower back. I've got enough of an arch where I can fit one hand in the small of my back, but not too much where I can fit several hands. From that position, I'm then going to squeeze my shoulder blades. This brings my shoulder blades back. I'm now going to be working more of my chest, and I've got less susceptibility for shoulder injury. From this position, because we're doing a wide grip, find where that narrow grip is for you, then go to shoulder width, and then any wider than shoulder width is classified as a wide grip. The wider you go, the more the chest you're going to work and the less the triceps you're going to work. So that's another little cue for you. From this position, I'm pushing into the floor. I've got my shoulder blades squeezed back. I'm now going to bring the bar off the rack. Then in this position, I'm going to slowly bring the bar down to nipple line, vertically pushing upwards. So always keeping a nice straight line with the bar. I'm coming down to nipple line of my chest. Once I'm done, I've locked out the elbows here. I come back and down. Another cue that's really important is, let's say for example, I've just put a load of weight on here. It's my personal best. I've never done it before. I'm looking around the gym. There's no one to spot me, or no one that I would feel comfortable spotting me. I can then place these up one higher. I'm going to do all of exactly the same cues as I did before. Shoulder blades together, feet into the floor, lower back arch, hands wide, bar out of position. Let's say I get into trouble, so I'm going to act as if I can't do this repetition. So I'm coming down, can't do the repetition, I can't come up. I can place the bar on these hooks here, these safety catches, roll the bar down, and I'm still alive. So that would be how we can get out of jail if the repetition goes wrong by using these. Of course, something else you can do is just use a spotter if you wanted to. So I'm not saying that the squat rack is superior, it's just if you do not have someone around you, it's better off to have this than get yourself in trouble, especially for beginners. When things go wrong, they then lose confidence in exercise. You'd of course repeat this for your desired amount of sets and reps, and that's how you do a wide grip barbell bench press.